Stories that shock, inspire, and stay with you. Welcome to another Spark. Buckle up, hit like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you never miss a story. Got a story of your own? Send it our way. That said, let's jump into the story.
I never thought betrayal would sound so quiet. Not loud, not explosive, just quiet. It started on a Sunday evening, the kind where the sky turns soft orange and the world slows down enough for you to breathe. I was sitting on the edge of our couch, scrolling through nothing in particular, waiting for her to come out of the shower. We'd been together for 5 years. 5 years of shared routines, inside jokes, half-finished dreams scribbled on napkins. 5 years of believing I was safe. That was the word I used back then. Safe. She was my person. And my best friend, Marcus, had been in my life even longer. Since university. Since broke nights and cheap noodles. Since we promised each other we'd never let success or relationships come between us. Funny how promises sound different in hindsight. Back then, everything looked normal, or at least normal enough. She still kissed my cheek before leaving for work. Still asked what I wanted for dinner. Marcus still called me bro and clapped me on the shoulder like he always had. If there were cracks, they were hairline, easy to ignore. But your body knows before your mind is ready to accept it. I remember the first feeling, not suspicion, just distance. Like the room was the same, but the air had changed. Conversations became shorter. Her phone never left her hand. She started showering with it locked in the bedroom. Music turned up just a little louder than necessary. I told myself I was imagining things. That's what love does. It protects the lie longer than it should. Marcus started showing up more often, dropping by unannounced, staying longer than usual, sitting a little too close to her, laughing a little too hard at things that weren't that funny. I noticed how her eyes followed him when he stood up, how her voice softened when she said his name. I noticed, but I said nothing, because saying something would mean admitting what I already felt. And I wasn't ready for that. The night it all came apart wasn't dramatic. No screaming, no thrown objects. Just a message that wasn't meant for me. She'd left her tablet on the kitchen counter. Screen lit up. A notification pulsed softly, like a heartbeat. Marcus, last night was a mistake, but I can't stop thinking about you. I stared at those words for a long time. Long enough for my coffee to go cold. Long enough for my hands to stop shaking. I didn't cry. I didn't shout. I just sat there. When she came into the kitchen, towel wrapped around her hair, she saw my face and knew immediately. Her mouth opened, closed, opened again. "It's not what you think," she said. "Those words are always the same." I nodded, slowly, calmly, too calmly. "Okay," I said. That was it. I didn't ask questions. I didn't demand explanations. I didn't even ask how long. I went to the bedroom, packed a small bag, and left the apartment we'd built together without slamming the door. That night, I slept in my car. Not because I had nowhere to go, but because I needed the silence. The kind of silence where you can finally hear your own thoughts without interruption. The betrayal didn't hurt the way people describe it in movies. It wasn't sharp. It was heavy. Like something pressing on my chest slowly, relentlessly. The woman I loved, the man I trusted with my life, gone. Or worse, still there, just revealed. Marcus called the next morning. Then again and again. Messages piled up, apologies, excuses. Long paragraphs about confusion and feelings, and it just happened. I didn't respond. I wasn't angry yet. Anger comes later. First comes clarity. I moved quietly, stayed with a colleague for a while, showed up to work like nothing had happened, smiled when necessary, spoke when spoken to. But inside, something had shifted. I started watching, not stalking, not obsessing, just observing. Patterns, behavior, the way people act when they think they've gotten away with something. Marcus and her went public faster than I expected. Social media photos, group outings, Mutual friends pretending not to notice the awkwardness. Some reached out to me, some didn't. That told me everything I needed to know. Marcus had always been ambitious, charismatic, the kind of guy people trusted easily. He was building a business, consulting, finance adjacent. Reputation mattered, relationships mattered, and I knew his secrets. Not dark, illegal secrets, just weaknesses, shortcuts, lies told to impress clients, numbers polished a little too clean, stories exaggerated just enough to pass, things I'd helped him with, things he trusted me with. I did nothing at first. That's the part people don't understand. Revenge doesn't start with action, it starts with patience. Weeks passed, then months. I focused on myself. Gym in the mornings, long walks at night. Therapy sessions where I spoke more about my silence than my pain. I rebuilt my routine piece by piece. I learned how to be alone again, and slowly, I stopped missing them. That's when I knew I was ready. I didn't expose anything directly. I didn't confront him. I didn't even mention their relationship. I simply stopped protecting him. When mutual contacts asked about certain deals, I told the truth, calmly, factually, without emotion. When a client reached out to me, someone Marcus had claimed was locked in, I clarified that the numbers being pitched were optimistic. I let people draw their own conclusions. And they did. Cracks started to form. Small at first, missed opportunities, awkward questions, delayed payments, investors pulling back, not accusing, just hesitating. Marcus called me one night. His voice sounded different, smaller. "Why are you doing this?" he asked. I paused before answering. "I'm not doing anything," I said. And it was true. I wasn't attacking him. I just wasn't covering for him anymore. His relationship with her started to strain under pressure. Turns out, stolen love doesn't hold up well when real life pushes back. Trust issues, arguments, jealousy. The same secrecy that once excited them began to rot from the inside. I heard about it through others. I didn't ask. By the time his business partner walked away and her friends started distancing themselves, I felt nothing. No triumph, no gloating, just relief. Months later, I ran into her by accident. A coffee shop. Rain outside. She looked tired. Older somehow. We exchanged pleasantries, nothing more. Before leaving, she said, "I didn't think you'd be okay without us." I smiled, genuinely. "I didn't either," I said, "but I am." And I was. I walked away lighter than I'd felt in years. Not because they suffered, but because I didn't need them to. Betrayal taught me something no success ever could. You don't win by destroying people. You win by becoming someone they can no longer reach. And that quiet is louder than any revenge could ever be.